Hello and welcome to News Tonight. I am Rhoda Ngonzi, on sign language Mugalu Mohammed. Let's take a look at the top stories. NRM and SPLM signed cooperation agreement in Kampala to lateral relations. Operation Shulja Commander Major General Richard Otto intensifies offensive against allied democratic forces in DRC, while approximately 56% of Ugandan women experience gender-based violence, and epidemic researchers unite to develop Africa-centric solutions for epidemics. Hello once again, let's dig into it. Prime Minister Rhoda Ngonzi has reaffirmed government's commitment to enhancing healthcare services and addressing increasing rates of cardiovascular diseases in the country. Now, speaking during the commemoration of the World Heart Day, Prime Minister Ngonzi emphasized government's commitment in the establishment of state-of-the-art Heart Institute in Nakuru to ensure citizens have access to top-quality heart care in Uganda.
Lectures on the burden of cardiovascular diseases was evident as experts and politicians aired out their views during commemoration of the World Heart Day 2024 held in Mubende district. Residents queued for long hours to take advantage of the free medical camp organized by the Uganda Heart Institute. The Prime Minister Rhoda Ngonzi, who officiated the celebrations, recognized the surge of cardiovascular diseases and emphasized government's efforts to extend cardiovascular care, especially to rural communities.
The government of Uganda is committed to supporting this journey of enhancing health care services nationwide. We are in the final stages of securing a contractor for the construction of the state-of-the-art heart hospital with a 250 bed capacity in Nakuru.
The day's key message was reversing the Ngonzi said will be through early screening, managing our diet and lifestyle.
Individual responsibility is paramount. It includes knowing your numbers, such as blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol levels, kidney function, and seeking timely treatment when necessary.
The institute is reportedly enhancing cardiovascular treatment countrywide, thereby setting up regional centers in some parts of the country. President Yoweri Museveni was lauded for providing financial support towards the replacement of the catheterization laboratory.
As a board, we pledge to expand the outreach program to deliver vital education and comprehensive health screening services nationwide, particularly targeting underdeserved areas, in collaborating with the various stakeholders, local governments, healthcare providers, and community organizations to establish a robust support network for heart health initiatives. Our advocacy efforts will assist in pushing for improved health policies that prioritize cardiovascular, ensuring that all Ugandans have access to necessary care.
Special thanks to the financial support of His Excellency, the President, the Government of Uganda. The UHI once again received funding to replace this cath lab with a state-of-the-art 2024 version. Notably, this facility will be the only one of its kind in Africa, positioning Uganda uniquely in the realm of diagnosis and treatment of heart disease on the continent.
In attendance were district leaders who raised a number of concerns affecting service delivery in the district.
Out from home. So the heart, we need to know that the heart is a big important part of the body, which we must give a lot of attention. What we need to do, the way we eat, what we drink, smoking, doing exercise, make the heart active.
Ekyokubiri n'amazzi tegannatambula kinene. Ebisigadde ensawo gy'okwatako ngimanyi era nze ngamba weebale kubira Prime Minister What to be a prime minister of way. You are result from
n'amasanyalaze agaliko gano ge nago mabi bagakozesa kumpi kukwata nseenene tegabeerako bwokyeza ebintu by'abantu fridge zifa gali on and off.
The celebrations were characterized by guided walks, doing physical exercises, heart screening, among others, and was held under the theme, Use Heart for Action. I am Maria Nawori and Maria Namkose for UBC.
The Prime Minister has also assured teachers across the country that government will enhance their salaries, but in a phased manner. Nabanja was this evening speaking during the celebrations to commemorate World Teachers' Day at Birembo War Memorial Primary School grounds in Kakumiro District. Let's take a look.
The Prime Minister Rhoda Ngonzi says government recognizes the role played by teachers in the development of the human. Nabanja, responding to concerns raised by teachers, assured them that government began with scientists but will enhance even the salaries of the arts teachers.
And the government recognizes that the teachers sometimes work under difficult conditions. We agreed in cabinet and government and parliament that we enhance teachers' salaries, including other government officials, in a phased manner. The year 2023-24, we enhanced science teachers. 24-25, this one that is current, we enhanced police and army. Now, for you members, we shall enhance your salaries, I promise.
Nabanja asked the teachers to desist from social evils and stop absenting themselves from schools, yet government pays their salaries promptly.
If we paid all those teachers the way we are paying right now, we cannot finance those roads you are talking about, we cannot do anything. For me, I want to request that we are coming in a phased manner, and we shall enhance, including the chief administrative officer of Kakumiro and others are paid 1.2 million. It's not only teachers, it's countrywide. The PS, the permanent secretary, and those staff you see in the government are paid also not fair. The teachers get more salary than them.
The chairperson UNATU Kakumiro branch appealed to the government to invest more in education for a better future.
An equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. This will require increased investment in education and teachers who remain central to the achievement of quality education.
Right, and the National Resistance Movement Party, NRM, has signed a cooperation agreement with South Sudan's People's Liberation Movement, SPLM, which targets, among others, to share ideas and expertise on how the youngest nation in the world can maneuver through the experiences of the dark past that has followed them up to date. The two sister parties have convened at the NRM Secretariat in Kampala, with Richard Adwong leading the NRM front bench. Let us take a look.
Comrades from South Sudan, I think it's also important that I note our appreciation and sincere gratitude for the government to government and party to party cordial working relationship that exists.
A former news delegation from the South Sudan People's Liberation Movement of South Sudan is in Uganda on a political benchmarking tour.
Congratulate you for being in government. Because there is something, at least there is a foundation that has been put in place, there is a base, and we pray that it continues to be strong.
Note the fact that you have relentlessly pursued the need to stabilize, to ensure that South Sudan is secure and stable.
So now for South Sudan to develop and for Uganda to develop, we need each other much more than any other time before.
The NRM Electoral Commission, the SPLA electoral system. The first thing is that I want to say here, every country has its own unique history. And that history determines the nature of the political intentions. No country, an electoral system, for example.
Led by the Sudan People's Liberation Movement's Secretary for External Relations, Dr. John Yowell, the team has held a conference with the NRM Secretariat in Kampala, led by the Secretary General, Right Honourable Richard Odwong.
The National Resistance Movement, I'm sure you know the history of the party. The only thing I can say is that it came to power out of a struggle.
We did not want to separate from Sudan, because Sudan is our country, and the name Sudan in Arabic is the land of the blacks, and we are the ones.
Sudan People's Liberation Movement Uganda is mainly to benchmark from the stable and able atmosphere of the NRM government, which has steered Uganda for now close to 38 years.
I want to say, when SPLM took over, we came as the liberation movement. But we wanted to be a political party and a movement as well. And based on that, we established the party from the village level up to the national level.
I want to encourage that as much as possible, you do enough preparations to make sure that these elections take place, because in giving legitimacy.
How do we deal with the question of national unity after liberation? Why do some of our people continue to think of ethnic representation, religious representation, and they run away of the basic demands of our people?
Richard Odwong was flanked by Secretariat members Nekesa Barbara Oundo, Dr. Tango Odoe, Emmanuel Maladombo, Jacqueline Chatwaire, and Major Retired Paula Awich.
We are a party for everybody. Even if you had been a DP, but you now see that this to go, NRM admits you.
And it takes a lot of ideological grounding to identify friends. For example, you don't jump on a party in Morocco which is bent on enslaving the Sahrawi Republic.
The meeting ended with the two parties signing a memorandum of cooperation, an assignment spearheaded by Oscar Barata, the Director of Legal Affairs in the NRM party.
The two teams confirmed the intention to continue strengthening the cooperation with a view to elaborating and concluding a cooperation framework.
And Uganda, as you may recall, Uganda went through this. From the time we got independence in 1962 up to 1986 when NRM came, Uganda was nothing but a replica of what is happening in South Sudan now. But over the years when NRM came, we have seen stabilized and we have progressed. And so this level of progress and stability is being admired by very many friends in the region.
South Sudan has still to date been torn apart by wars and bickerings anchored on religious, political and tribal differences within key decision operators. Robert BC News.
This is a copy of our manifesto.
Now, Boda operators in Kampala metropolitan area have announced that come 2026, they will line up behind the would-be NRM candidate, President Yoweri Museveni, who they commend for creating stable working conditions in Kampala and the country at large. This has been at an event to commission the windscreen bearing the portrait of President Yoweri Museveni, where Minister Balambar Gahara and the head of patriotism in Uganda, Helen.
A section of Boda cyclists in Kampala metropolitan area have taken to the streets this Saturday to launch a Boda windscreen bearing the portrait of President Yoweri Museveni. Donning yellow NRM colors, the cyclists caught everyone's attention in the city. The state minister in charge of youth and children affairs, Balambar Gahara Atenyi, commissioned the windscreen at an event held at the Queen's Way Freedom Square in Kampala.
Patriot, how are you, my sister? Basawo mwewale. Banagala okubebaza okuwagira President Museveni. Ale twagala okubebaza okukkiriza abasoba mu 15 ne mugenda leka weweta ne baba traininga. Ale twagala okubebaza okubeera bamwoyo gwa ggwanga ba patriot. Nga bulijjo bwe tubagamba tewali Museveni tewali muhozi.
The The event was graced by a missionary general in charge of patriotism in Uganda, Helen Sekum.
Atadala tumulabire ddala mu 2026 muzeyi kwali ate nabagamba muzeyi wasuubiza atuukiriza kino mwaŋŋamba ku simu kyama nentuusa obubaka ewa muzeyi munaku ntono nnyo kituukiridde.
Franka Maweje, the chairperson of the Boda operators in Kampala Metropolitan, is the brain power behind this initiative.
Jajja waffe omukulembeze w'eggwanga nti yalagira Ministry ya Works ne Transport tipamiti z'ababoda bazize ku mitwalo 10.
The Boda operators now vote to support President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni come 2026. However, they are being cautioned about indiscipline. Robert Onyango, UBC News.
Uganda fire! Endiva fire! Our Boda fire! Uganda! Thank you for showing your fire! As Uganda Crane showed Congo, why nobody is called a Katino? Mayuwa wa mubiri Gamuri Joe! Katika Uganda Crane 6 on South Sudan on the 11th of October. Bring more fire and support even harder Nambole. Just a 165*20 hash or go to buy ticket on the Momo app to get a 20k on Momo. And it comes with a free train ride to Nambole. Cash is 25k. Game starts at 7 p.m. The first 2 Nel special beers go for 1k each when you buy with Momo at MTN Gavut Day. Uganda Queen's fire! MTN fire! Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda's football. Together, truly unstoppable.
Hey kids, we're going to count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enjoy 5 ways to love your baby, smoothen and protect your baby's skin with 5 new gentle formulations. Original to nurture your baby, aloe vera to protect your chibubu skin, cocoa butter to comfort your pinku, mild scent to soothe your little one, and avocado to soften your buju skin. Available in all supermarkets, retail shops, and cosmetics shops near you. Baby Jelly, all day confidence.
To help businesses recover from the impact of COVID-19, government introduced a tax amnesty through a waiver of interest and penalty on outstanding principal tax as at June 30th, 2023. Accordingly, URA has since July 2024 been implementing this waiver. To benefit, simply pay your outstanding principal tax by December 31st, 2024, and the waiver is applied automatically upon payment confirmation. This amnesty applies to domestic taxes, namely income tax, rental tax, payee, and others. Grab this golden opportunity today. For more, use the platforms displayed.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.
Fast and easy to prepare. Just 3 minutes and they're ready. You can have them anywhere.
Indomie Instant Noodles is available in 3 flavors of chicken, beef, and vegetable. Indomie Instant Noodles in supermarkets and dukas near you anywhere across Uganda. Indomie Instant Noodles, Uganda's best loved noodles.
In the heart of Uganda, a financial link. We were once left out, saving the old-fashioned way, with an unexpected saving spot, keeping it too close for comfort. But now, we found a better way to save and manage money. Download the Wendy app from Google Play or App Store or dial *229#. With Wendy, your money is safe and you can earn interest daily. Visit your Google Play or App Store or dial *229# to register. Wendy Wanawoli.
Welcome back. And now in business, the new seed varieties that are both disease and drought resistant have been released by National Agricultural Research Organization, and they have excited farmers in the cattle corridor in eastern Uganda. Farmers in Buyende district have embraced new seed varieties from the National Agricultural Research Organization after making losses from long droughts in the last season.
Farmers in the cattle corridor in eastern Uganda have been making losses due to pests, diseases and long droughts, wreaking havoc on their plantations.
That has been affecting us very much. Almost every harvest is affected by the drought by something like 65%.
John Lubale, a maize farmer in Buyende district, did not harvest what he expected last season due to severe weather patterns.
Last harvest, I had 3 acres of maize, expecting to get something like 3,000 kilograms as per the seeds we use. But unfortunately, due to the drought, I received only 250 kilograms.
However, this will soon be history with the release of new seed varieties that are both disease and drought resistant by the National Agricultural Research Organization.
As you've seen, we're ranging from pasture up to culture and up to the tree seedlings is very vital in offering resilience to climate change. And we know that once farmers adopt and practice such interventions, then it will help them improve yields, it will achieve food security, and then the excess can be sold, and then they get income which they can improve for their household livelihoods and contribute to socio-economic transformation for this country, as His Excellency, the President of this country, usually put it forward.
Farmers could hide their excitement after receiving these seeds and now expecting to reap big in the next season.
Durability of the fruit itself. If this goes to for a month, then that means I can sell at my own pace, not hurrying because the tomato will rot. I can sell whenever I feel.
These seeds were showcased at the Agriculture Show held by the National Agriculture Research Organization, supported by the Food and Agriculture Organization in Buyende district.
These are key to sustainable agriculture production amidst climatic change. So we need to come together to make sure that these technologies are really taken up by our farmers who are the end users of the technologies which are developed by the National Agriculture Research Organization.
Climate change is here to stay. So we need to be resilient, to bounce back whenever things like drought comes in, things like flood comes in. And building this resilience is very important.
Oko Joseph, UBC.
Uganda fire! Endiba fire! Boda fire! Uganda! Thank you for showing your fire! As Uganda Crane showed Congo, why nobody is called a Katiro? Mayuwa wa mubiri Gabulicho! Katika Uganda Grace Section South Sudan on the 11th of October. Bring more fire and support even harder Nambole. Dial *165*20# or go to buy ticket on the Momo app to get your discounted ordinary ticket at 20k on Momo. And it comes with a free train ride to Nambole. Cash is 25k. Game starts at 7 p.m. The first 2 Nel special beers go for 1k each when you buy with Momo at MTN Gavut Day. Uganda Grace Fire! MTN Fire! Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda's football. Together, truly unstoppable.
And now in sports, Uganda Olympics Committee's Secretary General Beatrice has advised participants in a Day 2 Athletes Commission workshop to trickle down the message, especially on safeguarding and gender-based violence, to benefit as many people in and outside of sport.
Some of the top athletes and sports officials from the 33 federations affiliated to Uganda Olympic Committee have benefited from a 2-day workshop organized by the Athletes Commission.
And of course, we expect these athletes, the knowledge they have gained, to be able to share with their colleagues in their federations and associations. For those who do not have commissions, we encourage them to ensure that they have this commission, because that's the voice, that's the only platform for the athletes to raise the concerns of their sport.
It focused on many topics, but with emphasis on safeguarding, gender-based violence, and the Career Plus program.
There's a lot to take home from this, especially athlete safeguarding, what the athletes' rights are, and different forms of gender-based violence that we did not think were violent.
We've shared a lot of information to the athletes, because the voice of an athlete matters a lot. So I'm glad that athletes from different federations, the coaches have attended the conference, so they have known their rights.
The Athletic Commission has given me a morale boost that can help me go back home to my club levels, to national levels, and encourage a lot of more young athletes that are growing up to be at a very good point.
The Athletes Commission promises to leverage on this particular one to travel the project across the country to benefit plenty.
And as a committee member, I think we're really doing something good, awareness when it comes to Olympics to these fellow athletes, and now also letting them to know their rights as athletes and how best they can deal with that going forward in this world that is really changing at a speed.
Some of the notable names in attendance included netballers Irene Yaru and Margaret Bagala, basketball's 2024 Most Valuable Male Titus Lowell, short distance runner Shida Lenny, former goalkeeper, and rugby third rower Byron Oketayot.
And that does it for now for News Tonight. We do return at 10 o'clock with more details. I am Rhoda Ngonzi, Magalu Muhammad on Sign Language. Good evening.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
President Yoweri Museveni is set to launch the innovative 4-acre model campaign in Bunyoro sub-region, starting with the Greater Chibale districts. This landmark